Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Puspita Ningsih. My presentation is about nonverbal communication for a great presentation. This topic is particularly relevant to those of you who want to improve nonverbal communication for presentation. Verbal communication includes the words we say. Nonverbal communication involves how we communicate what we have to say. When we communicate, our verbal and nonverbal messages should match. My presentation will be divided into three parts. First, elements of nonverbal communication. Second, determining nonverbal cues. And third, negative nonverbal cues. Let's turn first to elements of nonverbal communication. Proxemics. The theories involved in the study of proxemics developed by Edward T. Hall. Proxemics involves the ways in which people in various cultures utilize both time and space as well as body positions and other factors for purposes of communication. We can make the person comfortable by adjusting our distance and space. Edward T. Hall defined four distances: intimate, personal, social, and public. Classroom and conference room presentations usually take place in the social distance. Paralanguage, the tone, volume, and rate we use to speak contribute to communication. Posture. You can send a strong message of confidence to your audience by standing tall. When you sit, you can send the same message by rolling your shoulders back and sitting tall. Dress. The clothes we wear are a form of communicating too. They can mean self-expression, conformity, or a choice of comfort. In general, the better a person is dressed, the more positively we judge the person. Next, facial expression. Two emotions are found in expressions. We can identify the differences between a smile and a scowl. We attach meaning to the expressions. Expressions like raised eyebrows or a grin can add more meaning. Make sure your facial expressions correspond to your intended message. Eye contact. The audience prefers good eye contact. Most people prefer to speak with someone looking at them. Avoiding eye contact makes most people uncomfortable and signals that something is not right. Direct eye contact indicates trustworthiness, friendliness, and confidence. Gestures. While we are talking, we usually aren't aware of what our hands do. Some bad gestures, for example, arms are crossed tightly over the chest. This makes the speaker look hostile or removed from the audience. Continually touching the face or hair could mean embarrassment or insincerity. The speaker flails her arms. The excessive movement is exhausting for the audience to watch. Some basic tips during a presentation. Use natural gestures and control them. Use one-handed gestures to indicate direction or movement. Keep hand gestures in the area between your waist and your shoulders. Match action gestures with action words. You can also watch yourself gesturing on video and make some improvements. Next, body movement. Use movement purposefully. Some tips to combat uncontrollable movements. 1. Walk to a specific spot on the floor and stop moving before beginning to speak. Standing solidly in one position, draw attention of the audience to your introduction. 2. Plant your feet solidly on the floor. 3. If you move to a new position, take at least 2 steps and plant your feet again. Stay in that position for at least 2 steps and plant your feet again. Stay in that position for at least 30 seconds before moving again. You will time your movements to indicate transitions from one point of the speech to the next. All of the elements of nonverbal communication strongly influence your audience and add up to your general appearance. Let's move on to the next part, determining nonverbal cues. We seldom really know how we look to other people. Maybe you hadn't said anything, but somehow the other people perceived that you were silently laughing. That is nonverbal communication in action. In addition to listening to the words you speak, listen to other sounds you make. Pay attention to non-words like and To stop using non-words and to test your own nonverbal message, record a video of yourself. Watch your recording with a friend you trust. Practice and ask your friend to give feedback. Concentrate on improving any nonverbal language and communication that may be inappropriate. In your interaction, how others perceive you is critical. Let's now turn to the next part. Negative nonverbal cues. Some of them are inappropriate eye contact. Most people in audience have more trust and confidence who look directly at them. If you are intimidated by looking people in the eye and you are speaking in a large room, you can look at the foreheads of anyone. Non-words. Pay attention, non-words are credibility killers. Inappropriate clothing. Consider the environment and occasion when you choose your clothes and accessories. Wear what fits you. Generally, we behave more professionally when we dress more professionally. Next, podium dancing. When you become aware of your movements, you can choose which ones to keep and which to eliminate. Poor posture. Whether you're sitting or standing, keep your back straight and your shoulders back. You will look more confident. Repetitive hand mannerisms. It's easy to get distracted by watching movement and forget to listen to the words. Be aware of your own hands. Then, general bad manners. Stop the bad manners and habits such as looking everywhere, interrupting others without listening, arriving late, rubbing your ear, or using crude language. Well, this brings me to the end of my presentation. Just to summarize the points of my talk, how you sound and look can help your credibility as a speaker. To be a great speaker, we should improve nonverbal mannerisms. Let's give a great presentation.